Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, kids forced to stay home days after the winter weather.
We just decided to err on the side of safety.
Why it's taking longer than you'd expect to get kids back in school. Plus, pushback over mask mandates.
This should not be a knee-jerk reaction for our governor to appease a small group of people.
The growing debate amid new guidance for parents from Richmond.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany McGraw. John Carlin has the night off. It's been days since the snow stopped falling, but many schools from Roanoke to the New River Valley are still closed. 10 News reporter Duke Carter is working for you to find out the biggest challenge and when your child could be back in the classroom.
Crews are busy cleaning up the mess left behind from Mother Nature. And for some, people are just over the cold weather.
I hate it.
How come?
It is just nasty cold. I don't like the winter.
Because it had a significant impact on schools.
It was more difficult trying to get things prepared this year or this week.
Superintendent of Pulaski County Schools, Dr. Kevin Sears, says the snow impacted staff. The entrances to the schools were not safe. So Sears says that's part of the reason why the schools were closed this week.
Tuesday and Wednesday were very easy days to call. Thursday, we thought we could come in on a 2-hour delay, but after consulting with VDOT, it was determined it would be better not to try to put buses on the road.
Pulaski County school leaders say there were several factors why they decided to close the schools. A big one, though, is this right here: ice, slippery conditions, which would not have been safe for kids to go to school, especially on a bus.
We just decided to err on the side of safety.
You can't really plow that.
Staff with VDOT say crews have been working around the clock to get the roads clear. The problem now is there's compacted ice. So VDOT says there has really not been enough sun to help melt the ice on the roads in rural areas. So crews have placed salt on the roads, but the concern is once the ice melts, it will refreeze, causing hazardous conditions. VDOT says they'll have to wait until it gets warmer when the ice melts to tackle the roads.
You have to wait for Mother Nature to give you a little bit of help and warm up things before we see any melting on some of those neighborhood streets and secondary roads.
Which will help allow students to get back into the classroom.
We hope to have students back in for in-person learning on Monday.
And continue their education. Duke Carter, 10 News, working for you.
Turning now to your forecast, where we're tracking colder temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here to show us what to expect as we head into the weekend.
Temperatures today failed to make it out of the 20s for many of us. Tomorrow we're in the 30s, and hey, get this, by Sunday, Brittany, we're near 40. We're moving in the right direction, right? Here's a look at the radar here at 6:02, and you'll notice that the vast majority of us are dry. Maybe a couple of flurries in Grayson County, but without question, the highest concentration of flurries and snow showers lying from Campbell County out east towards Charlotte County, points south into Halifax County, and maybe even a few flurries near Danville. Without question, the heaviest concentration of snowy and wintry weather staying to the east and to the south of us. I looked at a sky cam from Virginia Beach. They already have a good coating of snow, and that snow is going to continue here for at least the next 6 to 8 hours. This evening for us here, though, you need to know that we could have a couple more snow showers, especially towards south side. The rest of us, though, are going to be variably cloudy, with temperatures holding fairly steady in the mid to upper 20s. Now on Saturday, we're looking at temperatures likely starting in the teens with highs in the middle 30s. Going to be mainly sunny all day long on Saturday. However, what we're tracking here, our next chance for precipitation may come next Tuesday in the form of a rain-snow mix. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little while. Brittany.
We're continuing to follow breaking news tonight as Governor Glenn Youngkin issues new guidance for masks in Virginia schools. This comes after a lawsuit filed earlier this week aims to keep mandates in place. 10 News reporter Annie Schroeder is working for you live in our newsroom tonight to explain. Annie.
Brittany, good evening. This new guidance issued by the governor's office puts an emphasis on allowing parents to opt out of a mask mandate if their child's school still has one. Now, the executive order was issued by the governor almost 1 week ago, and it already included the parental opt-out. The nearly 14 pages of guidance were sent out by the Youngkin administration, written by the Virginia Department of Education and Virginia Department of Health. Before the new guidance was sent out, we caught up with the Virginia Education Association, who has been disagreeing with the governor's executive decisions.
Wearing a mask is a simple fix not saying it's an end-all be-all, but it's one mitigation strategy that has been tried and true. And there are medical professionals, not teachers, there are medical professionals who have stepped out to say wearing a mask is an effective mitigation strategy.
Now, at this time, it's not clear what this new guidance could mean for the lawsuit that is set to go before the Virginia Supreme Court. And tonight, Franklin County Public Schools is hosting a meeting to discuss the mandate. We'll be breaking that down for you later tonight at 11. Live in the newsroom tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
New tonight, a little girl is recovering after a serious sledding accident. School leaders say Hannah Deal, a student at Bell Heath Elementary in Radford, was seriously hurt earlier this week and had to be flown to Roanoke Memorial Hospital. She was even placed on a ventilator, but she's now breathing on her own again.
It's not something that you expect to happen, and I think it's a good reminder for parents to make sure that, when you're sending your kids out, to make sure that they are safe and protected and, following every safety precaution that they can. And so I know that we are all just thankful that she is getting the best care that she can.
The district has been in touch with the family to help them in any way they can. Deal's classmates wrote cards wishing her a speedy recovery. COVID-19 is taking a toll on the Allegheny County Regional Jail. We're told in-person visitation is canceled until further notice. This is due to an increase in cases among the sheriff's office staff, along with the people behind bars. The pandemic is also impacting staffing at Virginia ABC stores. Starting on Monday, all liquor stores will open at noon instead of 10 a.m. That delayed opening will reduce the need to close locations because of employee quarantines. The change in hours will also help the limited workforce better serve customers.
Managers schedule the stores with a certain crew. Well, if people call out, maybe you can't open the store, or if you have an exposure and those folks have to quarantine, then you have to close early. And what we were running into is just a shortage of staff to be able to staff our stores.
Store closing times will remain the same. A chance to support struggling businesses while getting a deal on dining out. Downtown Roanoke Restaurant Week is now underway, so something to keep in mind if you plan to eat out tonight or this weekend or anytime next week. More than 30 locations are participating this year. Prices range from $10 for lunch to $25 to $40 for dinner. Some restaurants are offering special menu items to celebrate.
We have a couple breakfast options, our breakfast club, Belgian waffle. We have a pulled pork sandwich on our lunch menu. The dinner menu will have a couple different items on there. We have our shrimp and grits, and then our smoked ribs, and then also our smoked brisket.
Downtown Roanoke will also be giving away gift cards through an online contest. Restaurant Week runs through January 30th. Coming up, bringing more flights to Roanoke. The proposal that could help you save and boost the economy. Plus,
I'm doing videos about every single country in the world.
A new passion born out of boredom. How one child is making the most of his time at home. And don't forget, you can win the ultimate setup just in time for the big game coming up. A 75-inch LG TV and a recliner for that game on February 13th. Sign up at WSLS.com/insider and join the Pigskin Playoff Pick'em game. We'll reveal the winner February 1st. The Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport is hoping to partner with a new airline that offers cheaper nonstop flights to underserved areas. While it's still in the planning stages, a deal with Breeze Airways would make it easier to visit places like Tampa, Charleston, West Palm Beach, and New Orleans within a couple of years. This would not only save passengers money, but also boost the economy.
And if companies are interested in locating here, they're going to want to have as much service as possible. So as much as we can put those building blocks in place, the better for the region.
Although air traffic picked up during the holidays, capacity is still down 20%. Officials say flights like this could help the airport recover from the pandemic.
You are looking at a live picture from our Roanoke-Blacksburg Airport Skycam. You notice things are pretty quiet across the Roanoke Valley. Yes, we were able to squeeze out a little bit of sunshine today, especially in the morning, but the afternoon was pretty cloudy. We'll let you know when we're going to see the return of sunshine and when temperatures could warm to the 40s. Hey, it's better than today, right? Coming up in your forecast.
New at 6, making the most of snow days. 10 News reporter Alyssa Ray checks in with a 7-year-old who is sharing his passion on his newfound YouTube channel.
These are all the flags.
Niles Rice has a passion.
When he was 4, he was really into the states, and I would get him puzzles and books and go to the library.
I probably knew all their capitals, their flags, and what they look like.
Now at 7 years old, Niles has moved on to countries and has combined his love for geography with his newfound hobby, YouTube.
Welcome back, guys. It's me, Niles the Great.
He's been out of school since Monday, so I think Tuesday or Wednesday we're like, all right, we gotta do something. This is just, we're gonna go insane.
I sit right here.
In the midst of snow days, the Niles the Great YouTube channel was born. The goal, to do a video about every country in the world, starting with
Canada, because it's pretty much the closest country to us.
His videos are educational.
Canada is the second largest country in the world.
Informational.
Flag of Canada has 2 red stripes and a white middle with a maple leaf.
And entertaining.
In Canada, they like the maple syrup and poutine. It's basically gravy on French fries. Okay, here it is.
When it comes to what to talk about, he goes by the book. Literally.
The stew is made with beans, mashed corn, onions, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, cabbage.
Every day he would be in his room reading it, flipping through the pages. He would take it to the beach, to the pool. Like, it was just a constant, he always had that book with him.
As he shares his knowledge of countries with his growing following, in the world of YouTube, he's putting Niles the Great on the map. In Roanoke, Alyssa Ray, 10 News, working for you.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
We do have a couple of snow showers around into our southeasternmost counties, but outside of that, there's not a whole lot happening for us. You head just east and just south of us, it is a completely different story. They're going to see a lot of snow in the Hampton Roads area, 3 to 6 inches as we head into tonight. You'll notice also in North Carolina, they're seeing some snow, freezing rain and sleet, and plain old rain, but those areas seeing plain old rain into extreme eastern parts of North Carolina will change over to freezing rain and sleet here not so long from now. And then as you head towards eastern parts of South Carolina, they're seeing snow, sleet, freezing rain, and plain old rain. This is a winter storm of epic proportions for folks out across eastern Carolinas. They're calling this a once-in-a-decade storm. For us, though, just a couple of snow showers here tonight into south side locations. You'll notice a winter storm impact now through Saturday, going to range from anywhere from minor to major as you head into eastern parts of our state of Virginia, all the way south into South Carolina. Some of the worst areas will be in red right here, and that includes areas near Morehead City and Jacksonville in North Carolina. Again, for us here, we could see some snow showers across south side, but we're not anticipating much more than that. A light accumulation is even possible across a couple of portions of south side too, but again, don't go to the eastern Carolinas this weekend. They're going to be digging out of snow and ice. All right, so what we're tracking here, sunshine returns for us as we head into Saturday. We're going to get certainly a reinforcing shot of chilly air here over the course of the next couple of days, keeping temperatures below normal all weekend. I will tell you that Sunday is dry with a little more cloud cover, but also notice the west slopes of West Virginia seeing some snow by Sunday afternoon. Certainly our west slopes in the Commonwealth may see a couple of snowflakes as we head into Sunday evening. But our next best chance for area-wide precipitation will come on Tuesday. On Tuesday, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a rain-snow mix arriving. And right now, it's too early to go into a lot of details, but if you're looking for a big snowstorm out of Tuesday, at this point, I don't think it happens. I think we're going to have more of a rain-snow mix with a light accumulation or a minor accumulation possible as you head towards the mountains. But we'll see what happens here over the next couple of days. It's pretty far out in the future. 27 right now, Lynchburg, also Smith Mountain Lake, not to mention South Boston. 23 in Blacksburg, low to mid-20s in Covington and Lexington. If you think it's cold outside right now, I want to take you back to 1985, where Mountain Lake was 30 below zero, Covington 19 below zero, minus 18 in Blacksburg, minus 11 in Roanoke, and minus 10 in areas, say, towards the Lynchburg area. So it was frigid here back in 1985. Makes us look balmy today. Hey, here's some good news for you. We're going to be gaining daylight here over the next 4 weeks. 10 hours and 2 minutes of daylight today, going up to close to 11 hours in about a month from now. So for tonight, clouds clear out. Again, some south side snow showers this evening. Overnight lows 7 to 18. For tomorrow, more sunshine, not as chilly, with highs tomorrow in the 30s virtually everywhere. Your extended forecast showing temperatures up to 43, balmy on Monday, 42 on Tuesday, then we fall into the 30s again Wednesday through Friday of next week. Notice only one chance of precipitation. That'll be Tuesday into Tuesday night, and that's our chance for rain snow mix.
All right. Well, looking forward to that 43-degree temperatures, because it's super chilly out there, no matter how many layers I put on and how many pairs of gloves. My hands are always cold. My toes are cold. Just, it's hard to get warm.
43 on Monday. Break out the T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, bring it. All right, Jeff, thanks so much. Appy, over to you.
All right, the Titans welcoming back a rolling ball of butcher knives that could change the complexion of their playoff matchup. And we hear from the Knights as their basketball fortunes continue to improve. Sports is next. No tougher job than having to take over a program, then deal with an abbreviated COVID campaign. But James Rivers, head basketball coach, is plenty familiar with Buchanan. Ethan Humphries is now getting his first full campaign at his alma mater. And as Brooke Leonard reports, they are already seeing results.
Nearly a dozen years ago, first-year James River head coach Ethan Humphries was posing for this photo that hangs on the wall in the gym. The only state championship the Knights have won.
It's pretty cool because they've, obviously Coach Humphries, he's been there before. He's been in a lot of the experiences, going on the road, playing tough teams. So yeah, it's been exciting to see he can offer his wisdom for back in his playing days and then help us out when hopefully we make a state run.
Humphries knows how to win, not only as a player but as a coach too. The Knights are one victory away from a 10-win season with plenty more to go.
At the end of the day, I don't make any plays on the court. It's just trying to get them to buy what I'm selling.
Both coaches, Coach Witt and Coach Humphries, know a ton of stuff about basketball, and they're all about the team and how to get the team better.
They're a team loaded with talent and started the season leaning on their sharp shooting and efficient defense.
It's funny, going into the year, we got 4 guys on the court that they're open. I'm putting a lot of money on that shot's going in, but we haven't been shooting the ball really well as of late, so it's fun trying to figure out that piece of the puzzle to it.
And the picture of their coach making history for his alma mater has motivated them to sharpen their skills to soon join him up there.
Hopefully he can have both of them on the wall. I hope so, but it's been great.
In Buchanan, I'm Brooke Leonard, 10 Sports.
All right, some news and notes for you. The Dogs are at Huntsville tonight. Mr. Bosa has cleared protocol. That is not good news for somebody named Aaron Rodgers. And your April 23rd will be your spring game for Virginia football. On the way out, 3 little words, one big highlight. We're going to cut it out with the Bills at the Chiefs. And in Buffalo, a giant snow sculpture of Josh Allen, several hours, 8 tons of snow, a knife, and some oil paint. And you have this winter sculpture. Hopefully Allen is more mobile than the sculpture because he's going to need to move around a little bit.
Absolutely, but if the Bills play the same way they played last week,
I don't think anybody
they have
can
a chance.
You got that right.
All right, NBC Nightly News is coming up next. We'll see you back here at 7.